Welcome, guys, to Glasgow Rangers Nation pre-match news, guys. Just a short live before obviously the live stream later. Please come and join me for said live stream where we go live later with the game. The reason for our live match pre-match news now is because Michael Beale has revealed his starting lineup to face Servette in this crucial, massive Champions League qualifier tonight at Ibrox. It's time to become Fortress Ibrox. It's time to turn Ibrox into that cauldron that scares other teams out half to death. Here is the team that will play tonight for Rangers against Servette. This is the team that Michael Beale has named. So obviously we know that Ben Davies is not in the European squad. We know that Ridvan Yilmaz is injured. So the team tonight is Jack Butland in goal. I think little surprise there. Our back four, no change from the back four against Kilmarnock. I know that will cause one or two of you some concerns and some some worries ahead of the game this evening. So back four is James Tavernier at right back, central defenders John Suter and Connor Goldson, and Borna Barisic at left back. Any talk of Dujon Sterling coming in at left back obviously has not happened. It will be still Borna playing at left back for Rangers tonight. Then we have in midfield a midfield of Jack, Raskin and Cantwell. Obviously there, Jack is there to protect the back four. We can't you can never underestimate the importance of Ryan Jack, can you? I think he makes players better. He makes players look better. He helps players to go perform. So a sensible move from Michael Beale tonight. Nicholas Raskin will be given more license, I think, to get forward in this team. Nicholas Raskin, I think, can play as a six, but I think he's also capable of filling in that number 8 role as well. I think he's capable of thrusting box to box. I think he's capable of playing a pass and getting forward. We saw, I think, was it the St Mirren game? I think it was St Mirren maybe, where he thrust into the box, got a penalty. So I think that is definitely the intention. Todd Cantwell is back in the team. I think very much will be given a license to go where he wants and to cause as much chaos as he can. Then we have a front three of Sam Lammers, who I think will play in behind a front two of Cyril Dessers, and making his first start for the club tonight. His first start at Ibrox, his first run out in that royal blue jersey, the Brazilian himself, Danilo will start tonight, which I think is great news. If you consider that Danilo was in bang in form and was ready to go. He came from Feyenoord. He was scoring goals for Feyenoord. He's match fit. He's match sharp. He showed that for Feyenoord. Hopefully, Michael Beale can use that match sharpness, can use that fitness, and obviously get him going tonight for Rangers. Obviously, some concerns over Cyril Dessers and his fitness. He may only last an hour or so. It'd be great to see. Obviously, we'll talk about the options on the bench in a moment. But interesting. Definitely interesting. Glasgow says, come on, boys, hammer this mob tonight. 100%. Alan Willard, keep up the good work. Thank you, Alan. Let's go Rangers. 100%. Let's go Rangers. Guys, it is all about tonight. This game, it's all about winning tonight. It's about getting that lead to take to Geneva and defend. Absolutely. Stuart Henderson says, hi from Wisconsin. Stuart, how are you doing, buddy? How is Wisconsin tonight? I'm guessing it's around midday there, 12:39, so 6:39 here, about 12:39, 11:39 in Wisconsin, in the central belt of the United States of America, I would guess, at this moment in time. We're then looking and Daniel Frew, my good buddy Daniel Frew, who always comments on our videos, one of our top contributors and members. Daniel, thank you very much, says, come on the Jers. And Stuart says, yeah, 12:30, yeah, it's hot in Wisconsin. Daniel, Stuart, so just to get off the team news for a minute, I thought it always snowed in Wisconsin. It certainly does when the Green Bay Packers are playing anyway. A bench of McCrory, Wright, Lundstrom, Hadji, Cifuentes, Seamer, Dowell, Sterling, Wright, Balogun, King, and Devine. Does that mean we've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench? Why have we got 2 goalkeepers on the bench? That's rather weird for me. Or maybe it's just we haven't got any other fit players. I don't know, but that's a bit crazy. That is a little bit crazy. That is a top crazy. 35 heat in the summer, dude. I'm sure it's Stuart. I'm sure it's actually snowing. It always snows in Wisconsin. Or maybe that's just during football season. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, both extremes, heat and cold, absolutely. So a strong bench. Obviously, unfortunately, John Lundstrom is on the bench. Hopefully, we won't see him tonight. Hopefully, on the bench is where he'll stay. But certainly some impact from the bench. We've certainly got some players who can come off the bench and make a difference. If you look at that starting team, that substitutes bench, Yanis Hadji, I think, can come on and make an impact. Maybe for Raskin or Jack later in the game. Cifuentes also, I think, a lot of Rangers fans tonight were actually hoping to see him from the start. I think the intention now obviously is to hopefully see him at some point tonight. He is one hell of a player. And I think, the sooner we see him, the sooner we see what we've got, the sooner he's introduced and given a chance to actually play, the better. Seamer is on the bench. I don't think that's a surprise. I think Seamer has struggled. But I think one interesting thing is that maybe with Seamer on the bench, maybe that gives us an option to put him out wide later on if things are not going our way. Ronnie Houston says, looking for 4-1 tonight. Our defence can't keep a clean sheet. I don't think so. Yeah, absolutely agree. Ronnie, the defence does struggle to keep clean sheets. They always give opposition a chance. And the problem is when you play against European teams, they will take that chance. Lundstrom not playing makes me breathe easier. Was having an asthma attack at the thought, says Glasgow. Mate, I was too. I was just, when he was put up in front of the media yesterday, I definitely feared the worst, buddy. I definitely feared the worst. Kieran Dowell, again, someone who can come off the bench and provide impact. Dujon Sterling on the bench as well. Unfortunately, we're not going to see Dujon Sterling at left back. I would have loved to have seen Dujon get a chance at left back. Scott Wright on the bench, again, someone who can provide a little bit of impact there. Leon King on the bench, good to see Leon back from that injury, and obviously Adam Devine as well. Nice to see Adam on the bench and may get an opportunity at some point tonight. We've got a Facebook user here. I'm not sure of your name without, because unless you do what Alan did and authorize your name, it won't show your name. I don't know why it does that. It says, glad Seamer ain't playing. Hadji should be playing. Hadji's done well. I think he will get on at some point, hopefully. Non-compliance says we'll still be watching from behind the sofa. Won't we all? Won't we all? Non-compliance. Tokes with bowling ball says, we are the people. We are, buddy. We are the people. Some great new names tonight in this quick live tonight. You're the Peepos, says Glasgow. I like Seamer. I think he will be a decent player. Lundstrom, thank fuck he's now playing. Absolutely, 100% agree with you on that one. I think it's a strong starting lineup. I think, barring perhaps bringing in Cifuentes for Jack, that is probably the strongest lineup we've got at this moment in time. I think you probably have got to play Ryan Jack. I think what we're going to see this season is Ryan's games very much picked and chosen for him. European games, perhaps the games against Hibs, Hearts, Aberdeen, and our friends from across the city. Not. I think that will be the games we will see Jack in. Ryan Jack has to. Who is the 3 keeper? Kieran Wright. I think we've got 3 goalkeepers tonight. We've got Butland, McCrory, and I think from that, Kieran Wright is also on the bench because there's 2 rights. And hopefully two rights won't make a wrong tonight. Hopefully 2 rights will make a right tonight, hopefully. So we've got the live stream coming up later, guys. So if you want to come and join me for that, will be fantastic if we can. If you can come and join me. A few other comments in the live chat now. If no Sterling, I'd have played Devine, Barisic, total bomb scare. Watching from Columbus, Ohio. Ronnie, please tell me you are not a Bengals or a Browns fan. Please tell me you don't support the Bengals or the Browns. Ramy Smith says, we will lose a goal tonight when having Barisic nor defending too far forward. Hope not. Want a clean sheet tonight. Yeah, look, don't think you can underestimate the importance of trying to keep a clean sheet in Europe. I don't think away goals count anymore, but definitely, that is the case. We do need to get like the look of this starting lineup more than Saturdays, at least, says Bob Steele. Bob, I've got to agree with you, buddy. That is one thing that I just got it up on Twitter, came up, wanted to come on and share it with you. I actually sat there and thought, thank God for that. Well, I actually thought something else, but I try not to swear on this channel. Thank God that we've not got Lundstrom playing. Unfortunately, Barisic is playing. I would have preferred to see Dujon Sterling or even Adam Devine getting a run out at left back. Personally, would have preferred to see those guys having to go. I think just because Sterling is a better defender, he's a natural defender, he's a more natural defender than Barisic. Glasgow says he agrees with Ronnie. Walter McClellan says, hit the like button and ring the bell. Thank you very much, Walter. Yeah, if you haven't subbed to the channel yet, please help us. We are on a mission for 3K by the end of August. And as Stuart Anderson says, away goals don't count. No, they've got rid of the away goals rule now, which was a bit of a ridiculous rule after all. Look, at the end of the day, it's really important. I think we take a clean sheet. Whether, even if the away goals rule doesn't count anymore, you go with a 2-0 or 3-0 lead. It just gives you something more to defend away from home in Geneva. Okay, guys, so obviously come and join the Ronnie Houston says the Cowboys and Longhorns fan. He spent 10 years in Dallas. Can't stand the Buckeyes. Ohio State Buckeyes. Can't stand them. Good on you, Ronnie. Me neither. I'm a Penn State fan, buddy. Penn State and Pittsburgh Steelers. My granny before Borna says, Scott, agree with you. I'd rather play my 70-year-old mother before Borna. Is it true Morales is coming back? I really hope he isn't. Facebook user. We don't want him back. We don't need him back. I think will poison the well if he comes back. So hopefully he is not returning to the team. I think that's just media speculation and media clickbait mischief, if I'm being wholly honest, mate. What else? Malky McKellen in the live chat says, good evening, troops. We are the people. Absolutely, we are the people. Good evening, Malky. Good to have you on board, Malky McClellan. And Stuart Henderson says, Wisconsin is better, lol. Stuart Henderson, they produced TJ Watt. Of course, they're better. Sorry, Rangers fans. TJ Watt is our hero for Pittsburgh Steelers. Andy Scott says, just hope we play 100 times better than we did on Saturday. I was soon disappointed, as were we all, Andy, buddy, as were we all on Saturday. We were all very disappointed. Raimi Smith says, hopefully we don't try and keep walking the ball in. I want to take a few shots tonight. Raimi, I think the good news is we have Cantwell, we have Danilo playing, and Danilo is someone who likes to take a shot. He showed in his time at Feyenoord, he's not afraid to take on a shot. He's not afraid to have a go. He's not afraid to take a pot shot from somewhere on the field. So for me, Raimi, I think it's going to be a positive there that Danilo is playing. I think he's, like I said, he will take shots. He's not going to dilly-dally around with the ball on the edge of the box. He's not going to try and overplay it. I think Danilo is someone who will take shots and will take a risk. So that is good news, certainly, that he is in the team and he is starting tonight. But look, I think you had to start him tonight. Like I said, the guy is match fit. I think, he's been banging in the goals for Feyenoord. Scotty 5 says, hearing Ridvan Yilmaz for sale, more social media BS. Look, I think until you actually hear it coming out of James Bisgrove or Michael Beale's mouth or John Bennett's mouth or even, the player's mouth, I think we take everything in the media with a pinch of salt. I mean, how many players have we been linked with this summer that haven't come off? The Josh Madgers, the Matthias Fregans, the Austin Trustees, the Jonathan Panzos, the Charlie Cresswells, numerous names that just have not come. No worries, Malky McClellan. Not a problem, buddy. Not a problem. That's what else we got. Walter McClellan says, hope Tav isn't going to take every throw-in and free kick. Take the brakes off. Let's hope the handbrake is off tonight. Walter, agree. Glasgow says, I'm actually happy with that team. Come on, troops. Come on, Rangers. Let's do this tonight. Hopefully, Danilo gets off the mark tonight, and that's the start of many. Yes, Raimi, hopefully he does get off the mark. Stuart says, evening, troops. Evening, Stuart. Just to recap for those of you joining the party a little bit later, the starting lineup for the game tonight is Jack Butland in goal, a back four of James Tavernier, the captain, John Suter, Connor Goldson, Borna Barisic, a midfield of Ryan Jack, Nicholas Raskin, Todd Cantwell is back and hopefully back to dominate and back to be Todd. And up front, we have a front three of Lammers, Dessers, and Danilo. That is our starting lineup for the game against Servette tonight. Servette, of course, will be without several key players tonight. They will be without their star man, Crivelli. They will also be without their star right winger, Antunes. Badia is certainly someone we need to watch tonight. He is certainly a very good striker, very good on his left foot, a target man, someone they like to hit early and hit often. If you caught Rangers Review earlier and heard Josh Barry talking about it, they are a team that like to play direct. They are a team that like to attack. be using a very direct style. So at the end of the day, this is a game that I think will be very physical. They are a physical side. They're not going to pull their punches tonight. But I don't think they'll sit in and be as negative as a lot of teams in the SPL. For definite, I don't think that will be the case. Comment there from Daniel Frew says, I'll just be glad if we score, especially after Saturday's performance. Martin Fraser says, evening guys, evening Martin, how are you, buddy? Good to have you here on board. Scott says, let's have a look what Scott says. Quickly up. Where does Cantwell play with respect to Lammers and the two central strikers? I think Cantwell's perhaps given a little bit more license to go wherever he wants. Lammers behind, and a bit of interchanging there maybe between the two, Scott, and then playing in the gaps between and interchanging. I think that's the intention. Clear as mud, of course. Come on, Rangers, says Hugo Bear. RFC 56 says, what does RFC 56 say? So many Jers pods on YouTube these days. It's great, lol. Facebook user says, come on, you Jers. Hope everyone who is going to the game has a wonderful time, including my baby. Absolutely. 100% agree with you. Facebook user, I'm going to try and find out who you are in a moment by going onto Facebook. Let's have a look what else we've got on here. We've got RFC 56 commenting, says 3-1 us, but doesn't make up for Saturday. We still need a winger and a left-sided centre-back. We do need a left-sided centre-back desperately. I think that is something we do desperately need. 100% agree with you on that one, mate. Robert Allen, that is. The Facebook user who's commenting is Robert Allen. Robert Allen, welcome to the channel. Robert, if you haven't subscribed to the channel on YouTube, get over to YouTube and sub. It's the best way to catch all the latest content, Robert. Good to have you here. Henry169 Graham says, come on, Bears. Absolutely. Come on, the Jers. Agree, RFC, mate. Have you seen Nicholas Moore, RFC? John says you would have liked to see Sifu rather than Jack, but understandable. Going to comment on the defense. The defense is going to cost us points and competitions. Agreed. Not to, we've got Rangers loyalist. Evening, everyone. Rangers till I die. Rangers loyalist. Come on, buddy. Not happy with Dessers starting, but at least there's no Lundstrom, says RRM. I think, he has to start Dessers, doesn't he? Let's face it. He spent a lot of money on him. He's still trying to prove that is worth it. We've got a comment here from Stuart. I hope Nicholas Moore is okay. I haven't seen him over 2 months. Absolutely. I'll try and get in contact with him somehow. Evening, Bears knowing. Evening, John. I hope you're good. Let me know where you're watching the game from tonight. Let's hopefully we are all going to enjoy the game tonight as a difference between obviously Saturday's game where it was fairly dreadful. Well, I think that's a bit of an understatement. I think both myself and Jack put it, that it was beyond dreadful, beyond awful on Saturday, wasn't it? Absolutely dreadful and absolutely awful. My hope tonight is that we play without a handbrake on. My hope is that we go, yes, Robert, we are at it from the first whistle. That's what we need. We need to be in their faces, on it from the first whistle. Rangers loyalist is watching in Mahoos. I'm watching in Mahoos too. Stuart says, tell Nicholas I was asking for him. If you contact him, I will try my best to get hold of him somehow. But yeah, all good, buddy, all good. I think tonight we've got to go at it. We've got to be aggressive. We've got to be in their faces. Leave nothing on the field. When we walk off that field at the end of the day, we have to walk off knowing that there's nothing that we couldn't have tried to do any better than what we have already done. And a 2-3-0 lead is vital to be taking to Geneva. Hugo will be watching from his living room in North Glasgow. John will be hiding behind his sofa. Glasgow will be, it was bad yet, but we need to go for the throat from the off. Agree. The Lucky Blue Sox are on, having some difficulty with the battle fever tonight. Get it on, Bob. Get that battle fever on. They better start fast and hard, says Rangers loyalist. Agree. Absolutely. 100% agree with you, buddy. Nicholas Moore is actually Rabbi Matondo and doesn't watch pods now, says RRM. You never know. You never see Nicholas and Rabbi Matondo in the same place at the same time, and they're both Welsh. Well, Nicholas lives in Wales, so hey, who knows? They could be the same person. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I am going to take a break now. I'm going to get myself ready for the game. We've got at least we have 2 strikers, says Callum. Absolutely, at least we have 2 on the pitch. We've got watching from my garage in Wisconsin. It's not Ibrox, but hey, lol. Stuart, I bet your garage is immense, mate. I bet it looks fantastic. Definitely need to be fast out of the traps, says John. We do. Look, we need Ibrox to be that cauldron tonight. We need Ibrox to boil and to bubble and to really throw their weight behind the boys tonight and really, really go for it tonight and, you know, cheer the boys on. We need the same sort of atmosphere we had during that Europa League run. We need to rekindle the spirit of the run to Seville for tonight, to bring it on and to cheer the boys and to get the boys singing and dancing again at the end of next week's second leg as they get through, which will be a very tough tie if they do get through. PSV will be a very tough tie. PSV looked amazing last night. RRM says, well, one striker and Dessers. Absolutely funny. Tav better get his arse in gear tonight, 100%. Sydney Abraham says, all go tonight, Sydney. We are all go tonight for this game tonight. Guys, remember to come back and join the live stream, which is only on YouTube. So if you're watching on Facebook now, come over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and come and check it out. Guys, if you haven't yet subbed to the channel, please sub to the channel. Dessers needs a goal, says John. I really hope Dessers shuts me up tonight. I want him to be a success. RM, we all want all these new signings to be a success. All we want is the best for this team. And like every fan, RM, we do criticise from time to time, but we all back our team, don't we? 100%. We back our team. Can Danilo play wide? Scott, he certainly can. He can play left wing, right wing, 10, 9. He can play in multiple positions. He is a very talented player. We might need Gio back for the PSV game. John agree, goal needed. And a comment from Callum saying, thank Seamer ain't playing. I know that he has perhaps not endeared himself to Rangers fans with his first few performances. Well, guys, let's get behind the boys tonight. No matter what, let's cheer these boys on. Let's really get behind. Let's really push it and go for it tonight. Like I said, I'm going to take a quick break now. Get ready for my live stream, which is coming up later. Please come and join me for that live stream. A watch along while we all watch the game, and hopefully a watch along to see Rangers actually win a game tonight and go out there and play with style. Not 1-0, not 2-0, 3-0 or 4-0. Let's take the game to them. Let's really have a go at them. Now, if you haven't done it yet, please smash that like for me. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do that as well. Ibrox rocking, says John, and RM says we need Cholak back for the PSV game. Graham, thanks Graham, smash the like button, guys. 100%, thank you very much. Okay, guys, two things as I always need you to do for me. Number one, remember, we are the people. And number two, remember to smash that like. Could be the other way around, couldn't it? Messed it up. Hopefully that's not hopefully anyway. Okay, let's do that again. Two things I need you to do for me. Smash the like. And remember always, we are the people. Come on, Rangers.